welcome back. Cyberknight here, your Tech and Games Crusader. And we have something I've been waiting a very long time on to arrive that I've helped to shape and influence the design of since this early summer. And this is the Busqueda VR head strap with battery for the Oculus Quest 2. And what this is designed after the original, and just like the Soarking of the official Oculus Quest Elite strap and battery strap. So this is off of the official Elite strap. This is off of the official Oculus Quest Elite strap with battery. So it's a larger battery though, larger capacity, and also a longer extension or expansion with an external and not integrated dial like the Soarking. You know, see how it's flat integrated into the back. This one is actually external, and it also doubles as a visible indication of how much battery life you have left in the head strap. It has the strap or the cable integrated into its design as well. So they sent me two. So this one's going to go over to the side. I may be sending it to someone else. And this one we'll be taking a look at. So this just came available on Amazon apparently on Saturday night. It could have been actual stock available or listed since Thursday, but stock available since Saturday night. So nothing was actually shipped out from Amazon earlier than, I believe, Sunday night or Sunday morning at the very earliest. So let's go over the packaging here. It says read and follow safety and warranty guide for important safety information. Failure to follow warnings and instructions could result in serious injury or property damage. This is the features of it is a weight balance, so it helps to counterbalance the front weight of the headset because this weighs 350 grams. We have an 8,000 milliamp per hour battery, which is broken into two 4,000 milliamp per hour cells to balance this weight to where it's not center back but evenly on the back. Has an easy adjust knob for being able to get your fit, and it features PD fast charge, which is PD 3.0 fast charging for the output on the bottom of the head strap. So model is OQ2-8000A. You can see here the capacity is 30 watt hours or 8,000 milliamps per hour. Input port is 5 volts at 1 amp up to 3.6 amps. And that's 18 watt maximum. Output port is 5 volt at 3 amp at 15 watt max. This is just showing the address and the support and other information for the company. So this is an original design that they've had in the works since earlier this year. So just looking at it, I mean, the box it comes in, just to give you some perspective, we got 7.25 by 5 by 6.5. So it's a decent sized box, but you wouldn't think that something as, you know, massive as a battery strap, official design influenced, would be in a box this small. So no tape, just a high pressure just letting it slide, guys. There we go. Okay, so the first thing you can see here is the manual. Then you have your head strap, and this is a much thicker back support than the silicone that's on the Soarking strap. You know, this is not got a whole lot of give to it. It could be where it's just cold as well, because it is a TPU, solid TPU material. So it does not have that soft padding feel to it like the Soarking. And that's just what I'm going to compare it to, because that's what I have as an available option. Now, this is just the same way as the Abaca that we took a look at 2 videos ago. You have your top banded nylon that doubles as a Velcro strap. The strap on it is about 14.5 inches in length. So it's not as long as it could be, but it is wide. You know, it's just at 1 inch and 3/8 long, or width on it, which is pretty wide. It's almost as wide as the deluxe audio strap from HTC. I do not like that this is just integrated in like this. It's glued in there. You can tell. I mean, this is something I didn't have a say on. What I had a say on was regarding function. So you do have an aerated design here for being able to have, you know, breathability on it. I would rather this be all one piece and a silicone material, just like the Soarking strap, with a buckle on it. But, I mean, beggars can't be choosers. Branding on here, as you can see, it's very reminiscent of like a esports company or something. Let's go ahead and see if we can't get this off of here. It is clipped in, as you can tell. So we'll unclip it. So this is a bit of an improvement, I think, as far as having hold the cable over what the Soarking has, which is a separate clip that just has a crevice on it. But let's go ahead, and the knob on this is loose to start, but whenever you turn it, it feels good. And it looks like it activates by turning it. This is bioluminescent or pass-through for showing the battery percentage. So it's fully charged right now, according to this. Here is your way of charging the battery capacity in this, and then as well your headset while it's attached to it. So let's go ahead and see what our length is here from the back. And also how this is attached. Is it okay? It's just one screw just like the Abaca, but it is a much more substantial screw size. So it looks like $161 millimeters. Or 6.5 inches of extension. So that is definitely the largest extension yet. Let's go ahead and do our flex test on it. We flexed from the bottom upwards. Now let's flex from the top downwards. Alright, so let's go ahead, bend test. It's all the way extended. It does bend, but does it go back to true? Will it still screw into the design? Because as we saw on the Abaca, it did not. It was cheaply designed on this strap, and this strap actually has printed on it all of the specifications that's on the back of the box as well, so that's kind of cool. So let's go ahead, screw it back in. It's nice to know that's how it came. So it was already bent whenever you had to actually straighten it out when you took it out of the box. It does have a nice cord packing foam. We have multi-layered. So that's really good for being able to have proper protection for the product. We have this, which I'm not sure. I'm grabbing the manual and the ruler. Alright, Alright, so user manual. You got specs here. 2 lithium polymer batteries, totaling to 8,000 milliamps per hour or 30 watt hours. Working temperature is 0 degrees Celsius up to 60 degrees Celsius. PC and polycarbonate and silicon are the materials. And then we have item weight is 330 grams. So the actual shipping weight is what's 350 then. Product dimensions, went over that. Package size. So we got battery indicator light, adjustable fit wheel, and USB-C input port for recharging. Your indicator status modes, you have fully charged, which is what it is right now, 75% battery power, 50% battery power, 25% battery power, and low battery. And recharge and link. So, notice it says only use provided AC adapter if provided with your device, means your Oculus Quest 2. Or other authorized adapter if one was not provided with your device. If the head strap with battery is not in quick charge mode, make sure your AC adapter supports the PD quick charge protocol. How to use rear fitwill. Turn fitwheel left to loose the strap. Turn fitwheel right to tight the strap. So lefty loosey, righty tighty. Turn fitwheel left or right to check battery power status. So that's why the battery, it's not that the battery is loose, or it's not that the wheel is loose, it's that it has that neutral position, and then when you turn it any, that's whenever it actually shows you what it is. I think I would rather have this to where you can press on it to see the battery than have it to be, you have to turn it to see what the battery is. Because if you're wearing it and you're playing a game or something, you don't really want to go through the process of, taking it off or unscrewing it or whatever. If you tap it or double tap it to turn it on or turn it off, or just tap it once to turn it on, tap it again to turn it off, as far as the visible lighting on it, that would be a better implementation, and I will submit that feedback to the company whenever I complete this video. This device complies with Part 15 of the FCC rules. Operation is subject to the following 2 conditions. This device may not cause harmful interference. This device must accept any interference received, including interference that may cause undesired operation. Changes or modifications not expressly approved by the party responsible for compliance could void the user's authority to operate the equipment. Note, the equipment has been tested and found to comply with the limits for a Class B digital device pursuant to Part 15 of the FCC rules. These limits are designed to provide reasonable protection against harmful interference in a residential installation. This equipment generates, uses, and can radiate radio frequency energy, and if not installed and used in accordance with the instructions, may cause harmful interference to radio communications. However, there is no guarantee that interference will not occur in a particular installation if this equipment does cause harmful interference to radio or television reception, which can be determined by turning the equipment off and on. The user is encouraged to try to correct the interference by one or more of the following measures: reorientate or relocate the receiving antenna, increase the separation between the equipment and the receiver, connect the equipment into an outlet on a circuit different from that to which the receiver is connected. Consult the dealer or an experienced radio/TV technician for help. We got some facts here. Can we use this device to charge my phone? Yes, you can charge any Android device that supports Type-C interface. Will the strap break? Of course not. We used Flexerol material to make the strap. I beg to differ. Yes, the strap will break, but it takes more than 280 pounds of tension and pressure to be able to snap it. Or, say if you sat on it in a position that the strap was bent 180 degrees backwards, then after a few uses it would snap. But that's still a lot more than the 85 pounds of pressure that it takes to snap the official battery strap or elite strap. How long will the battery last with a full charge? The 8,000 milliamp per hour capacity adds 5 hours of battery life to the Oculus Quest 2. How long does it take to fully charge this device? If your charger supports PD Quick Charge, it will fully charge in 2 hours. Does this head strap have a port for the link cable? No, this device is not supported by Oculus Link. That means you just have to make sure and use it with AirLink instead. Is this headband comfortable to wear? Yes, it is. The 330-gram head strap balances the front and back weight and reduces pressure on the face. The soft plastic wrap makes it comfortable to wear. We got Instagram. We got YouTube. We got support. Busqueda.official@gmail.com. Health and safety. Things to know about whenever you have something that has a lithium-ion battery. Okay. That is the manual. Now let's go ahead, check out the headset. Let's get this strap off. Here's the VR ears. Put these over here. Now let's go ahead and unsnap our slide-on top cushion, which adds a halo or top pad to any connecting arm strap. So if it goes over these, it adds to it. Alright, so here we have the Soarking with the VR Power 2 10,000 milliamp per hour battery. And it also has a cushion cover over this, which I'm probably going to have to take off of here and put onto here, just to make sure that it is capable of functioning with it. Where the Kiwi Design Elite Pad is still not shipping out until December, so. So as you can see, just to compare, this is like a TPU material that's on a phone case, very hard and rigid. It is soft, but it is hard. And this is a food grade silicone, which is much softer, and it's one piece, all designed as one piece, including a very long top belt with a loop. So, yeah. The width is comparable. This is an inch wide, or maybe an inch and an eighth. And this is an inch and 3/8. So, let's go ahead and see how this feels. Snap this on. Let's go ahead and extend this all the way. Looks like the easiest way is going to be taking the back part, line it up, and where it is a pressure fit design, the same way as the official, I may have to actually get out the heat gun on this to warm it up to be able to have some better fit. Helps whenever I take off the face mask, of course, or the face cover. Alright, got that slid all the way up now. That is about as tight of any head strap I have ever seen using these. Got the front there. Alright, as you can see, that is on there. It's not going anywhere. And even at its farthest point back, this still reaches. And it is good that this has this little area right here. Keeps it from having kinks in the cable, as well as this is an anti-bend, so it protects the cable's durability. The only thing I don't really like is how fat this is sticking out. Would rather have been a traditional, rounded and press. This does worry me some, because that connector, if it breaks off in your headset, you kind of can't charge it, so something to be aware of. Alright, so let's go ahead and let's get this in. We'll do it from here. This does fit, but again, it's not how it's meant to be used. The way that I would use it is a little bit different, and that's by, first off, let's loop through the bottom here. Doing it like this to lock it in under it. And from there, now let's get our cable ran under here. There we go. So I can tell you right now, this is a lot lighter, like maybe 2 pounds lighter than what I previously had going on. The back does not weigh enough as it is to offset. Balance point is probably right here, right under here. So yeah, there's your balance point. That's without the face mask on. Let's go ahead and put our face mask back in, our face cover. Alright, so that's locked and loaded. I do like this as being used for a cable route because it helps to manage the appearance of cables and stuff. But I just want to see, without the back strap or the top strap on, how does this fit? I do have it bent. That is the first strap I have put on, and immediately do not, when my eyes are pressing against the front, don't feel the strap at all on the back of my head. For being a hard panel on the back, it does feel comfortable. It is made for larger heads, so it is supporting my head properly. And even with the head covering I'm wearing, it feels comfortable. It doesn't feel bulky. This makes the headset feel tremendously lightweight though. Like, it feels like it's nothing on my head right now. So, this is without the top strap enabled. You can see right here, the top strap's right here. It's not on. And it feels good. Side to side doesn't beat the crap out of my nose. Up and down, it's not going anywhere. I mean, yeah, that's a solid build. So let's go ahead and install this pad on here and see if it makes any difference. If it makes it too bulky, or if the comfort feels okay. Or if this pad even fits. if this is designed after the same as the official, just like on the Soarking, it should fit no problem. It just needs to be the same parameters as far as the size. I could still technically even apply the VR power to this as well. And that would give me 18,000 milliamp per hour battery charge additional. So that's roughly 10 hours to, I think it would be like 13 to 11 and a half hours use. Oh yeah, that fits really well. Now let's go ahead and belt this in proper and see how it goes, or how it feels. But before that, let's bring out the old faithful here. We got the Busqueda rail attached audio upgrade for the Oculus Quest 2 Elite strap, or original strap. So let's see how this fits in with everything. Get this pulled out to go under it. Or, yeah, we'll do it that way. Alright, so that's strapped in. We can put the drivers on the back. Strapped in, drivers on the back. Let's go ahead and unfasten this to run this through here. I guess we won't put it on through there. So we'll angle it down like that. So this cable is way too short to be able to reach with this meant for larger head strap. So I can't use this with this. So wait, let me see if it's tangled around. Aha, that's what it was. It was tangled around. does reach on there. Very, very tightly, I might add. But it does reach. Let's get our halo extension back on. There we go. That does not go any further, so let's just release this audio cable here, but still keep power cable behind here. This is why I've been trying to reach out to someone to get 3D prints done for the Rig 500 Pro to work on arms like this, because I can use whatever length of strap I want to on it. This is where I wouldn't mind also having an audio extension cable that ran to the back to be able to run off of this as well. Just to have, you know, neater cable routing for your audio cables. You could have it like on the PlayStation VR where it'd be on like the back top right here, bottom. But I would reserve the top right here for being used for an Oculus Link cable compatibility whenever that upgrade or revision gets released. So you can see the back of this is a little bit less wide by comparison over the Soarking. And I still think that the Soarking has the best band I've ever seen implemented on an Oculus Quest 2 Elite strap. The knob, it's integrated. I don't care for it because there's no teeth on it or anything. But it's smooth. The only thing is, you know, the best of both worlds would be this band being longer on this battery strap. And maybe, just maybe, I'll see if I can't mod and disassemble this and use this top part as well as the band out of this on this back assembly here. I mean, I do have an extra, and they said that they would supply me with being able to properly test. So if there's other things I can test that will improve the product even more, I say why not? I mean, the thickness is very similar to the design. This does have a chamfered edge right here going around it, whereas this is just a smoothed out design. But let's see how it feels just adding on this pad now. And let's move these back. Alright, so let's go ahead and see how this feels. It's just crazy. Just whenever I hold it up to my eyes, and to feel it at the back of my head, it takes almost 7 to 8 clicks before it's in place. I mean, you can feel it a little bit right here because I've got this halo top pad on there on the rails and stuff, but otherwise you don't feel any of this. Again, no top strap on here. The cushion does feel good, so it is a viable solution. If you don't like the TPU material due to a texture, you can always get the VR cover, Elite strap, or the Elite foam pad, or the what was the company called that I'm waiting on the product? Kiwi Design Elite pad. Both of those will be a viable solution that you can use to cover this. The Kiwi pad is straight black PU leather, and this is like a suede grayish brown color, as you can see. But they both do the same exact thing. It just depends on what you like and what's available. I mean, they're the same price even. They're both $19. So, or actually, I think the Kiwi Design is $16.99, but it's not yet in stock until near the end of the year. So, that's just something to consider. Looks like right now, though, I cannot use these headphones on here. So, let's go back and see how much more weight the 600 grams of the VR ears is going to add here. So, yar. And yes, I did just say yar. Let's make sure the strap or the band cable is flat straight. So we'll be going on like this. We do want it at a certain distance from the back so it can almost reach our ears. Alright, so that's on. Get our length set back. And I'm going to install this the same way I would normally with the Soarking, which is strap under the pad, and then these clearing the top strap. Just like that. So let's go ahead. See, wow, that's a lot heavier. Just adding that on. Yeah, this does not want to stay in very well. So this needs to be changed from this far sticking out design like this for the cable to something that's, you know, rounded like this, to where you can just get your fingers on it to pull it out, and that's not going to have a chance of breaking off. Look how much play is in that I can move that up and down, and that's just making this port right here get looser and looser in the connector, that it could just break off in your headset. So that's something I'm definitely going to be talking to them about for revising on this cable. This cable is roughly 11.4 inches long. So let's go ahead. We've got that all the way in done at the back. Let's see how this feels. Alright. The only thing is, using this strap where this nylon is not long, I can't get this to be as forward as I can on the Soarking. So I do have a lot of light bleed, like right here, because you can see where the forehead pad is right here, and I can't get it to go any more forward because of these adapters here on the VR ears. Alright, so let's do a shake test now. Yeah, it's not going anywhere. Especially not with these clamped in and clamped down. Let's see how it does without these on there, though. Yeah, this cable is definitely an eyesore as far as the type sticking out that far from the side and it not even being flush on the side. You see how this one has a shallow point that it can flush on the side, and then it has, let's just go compare. You see how much difference of height that is. It's almost a third difference in height. But this one feels way looser just because of the design and because there's so much wiggle room this way. This one just sinks in because there's nothing. I mean, you can see it's not even sticking out as far as the connecting arms. Whereas this one, That's about twice as thick as the connecting arms. I mean, we can even prove that fact using the Soarking connecting arm cover. No, it's thicker. It's about 1.5 or 2.5 times as thick as the connecting arms. That's crazy, guys. I mean, for a head strap that has a battery in it that's larger than the official Oculus Quest 2 strap, battery strap, that's $110, mind you, for the official that has, I think it's a 5,000 or 6,000 milliamp per hour battery. This one has an 8,000, and it's only $79.99. And currently, they have $5 off coupon for Amazon shipped version, as well as their, warehouse departing version from China, which is, that's. Let's see how it feels. Let's get this out of the way first. I don't want this thing snapping off in my headset. I think it'll take a few times of putting this on and off to get these broken in, so to speak. Or put it underneath the heat gun after you get it on there so it can expand a bit. And then you can just pop it on and off a few times. I mean, you can see where I bent it. That is a definitive bend. And if I continued to try and go all the way back here, you can see how it's made on these teeth in here. And I could snap it if I bit, 180 or even 270 degrees back behind it, pointing this way on each side. A couple times would probably snap it. It's not intended to do that, but you never know what kids will do. And that's just something you have to keep in mind with products. But I will try and mess around and see if I can't combine these two products into one amazing product. But in the meantime, guys, if you have any questions or comments about this head strap or anything else, if you have any questions or comments about the Soarking, I've been using this since June. I've been helping the company with feedback and research and design of parts of this since early July. So I still think this is the best value on the market. But if you're looking for something with a battery integrated, this is probably going to be the best thing I could suggest as far as durability goes, until Soarking brings out their battery strap. It won't be as large as the Busqueda, but it will be anywhere from 5,000 to 5,600 milliamps, possibly up to 3,500 milliamps times 2, so it could be up to a 7,000 milliamp per hour battery. It just depends on what they can actually get done with what they have available in the space in here without too much modifications that would weaken the design or integrity of the product. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how using the Soarking I managed the strap around the SMN top halo pad cushion thing. see, I've done this multiple times, and this thing is worked in for sure because of how much I've done with it. But where this is silicone, it'll go right up against this pad here and just integrate where it feels like it's normally part of it. And you don't really even feel the belt that way because of the design of this. See how pliable this is, flexible and everything, and very durable. Food grade silicone is the preferred method for any top strap, especially for fitness reasons. Got our loop there. Let's run this loop. Now you can see, once I put the facial interface in, let's get the nose port area back covered up again. But yeah, since I've got that, I have my forehead pad, got the belt on here. Normally I'd have the VR power on the back, going back through it. Even like this, I mean, this is a situation that Maximilian was sent parts that I requested for him. This will do him just fine for what he's wanting to do. I mean, this is straight up balanced front to back. And because of the placement of the halo pad here, I have no light bleed on the top, but if I push it back to be closer on the sides of my head, I would have light bleed, but I don't need it. So I really hope he enjoys having a comfort solution for his Resident Evil 4 VR gameplay, as well as being able to use for some PC VR games and mods. But guys, you know, if you have any questions, comments, feel free to leave them below. If you want to, you know, say thanks to the content and you're enjoying it, give a thumbs up to the video. If you want to support me, consider subscribing to the channel. Follow me on Twitter at Zybernite to know when I have new content that may be posted, or new things arriving that may be potential future content. And I thank you guys for your viewership. I cannot believe it. I'm almost to 500 subscribers, and it's blowing my mind. But guys, it's Zybernite, your Tech and Games Crusader. Very much thankful for everything you guys have helped me get through with everything I have going on and keeping me sane through all of this medical stuff I keep on having to go through, and I appreciate all of it. And whenever both my Twitter reaches 2,000 followers and YouTube reaches 500 subscribers, I am planning some giveaways of digital content cards and possibly some Steam game keys, and we'll see how that goes as far as what methodology I'm going to use to be able to supply winners and how I'm going to select winners and what circumstances or whatever may be used to verify things and stuff. But yeah, guys, thanks much for watching. Saturday Night Tech and Games Crusader. Hope you guys have a good night, good day, take care. Again, thank you very much for watching. We'll see you later. Yes, there's my thumb that people go, oh my gosh, that's so weird. Yes, it's double jointed and it's been broken a few times. Thanks for watching, guys. We'll see you later.